Welcome to myprojectbuzzer.com.
It is our project title. Our project title name is Online Summarizations and Timeline Generations for Evolutionary Tweet Streams. It is our project abstract. In our abstract, short text messages such as tweets are being created and shared at an unpredictable and predicated rates. Tweet in their raw forms, while being the informative, can also be overwhelming and for both end users and data analysis. It is the nightmare to plow through the millions of tweets which contains the enormous amount of noise and redundancy. We propose a novel continuous summarization framework called Subler to alter these problems in contrast to the traditional document summarizations method, which focus on static and small scale dataset. Subler is the designed to deal with the dynamical, fast array and large scale tweet stream. Short text messages such as a tweet are being created and shared in unpredictable rates. It deals with the dynamical and fast arriving large scale tweet streams. Our proposed framework contains the three major components. First, we propose the online tweet summarization clustering algorithm to cluster the tweet and maintain the distilled statistics in our data structure called tweet cluster vector TCV. Second, we develop the TCV rank summarization technique for generating online summaries and historical summarizes of arbitrary time durations. Third, we design the effective topic evaluation detection systems and methods which monitor the summarization of summary-based, volume-based variation to produce the timeline automatically from tweet streams. Our experiments on large-scale streams has demonstrated for the efficiency and the effectiveness of our framework. Popularity of micrological services such as Twitter and Weibo and Tumblr of the result in explosions of the amount of the short text messages. Twitter is the instance which receive the over the 400 million tweets per day. It emerging as the invaluable source of news, blogs, opinions and more. Tweets is the raw form which being the informative can also be overwhelming. For instance, search for a HOT topic in the Twitter may be held millions of tweets and spanning weeks. Even it filtering it's allowed the blogging throughout us so many tweets for important content would be nightmare. Not to mention the enormous amount of noise and redundancy that one might encounter. To make things worse, news tweets satisfied is the filtering criteria may arrive the continuously at the predictable rates. One possible solution to information overload problem is summarizations. The summarization representation as the set of the document by the summary continuing for several sentences. Individually, a good summary should cover the main topics and have the diversity among the sentences to reduce the redundancy. Summarization is extremely used for content and content predictions and especially when used for surf the internet with their mobile devices, which have the much smaller screens than PC's traditional document summarization approaches. However, it is not an efficient for the context tweet given the both the large volume of tweets and the fast and continuous nature for the arrivals. Tweet summarization therefore requires the functional elements and functionalities which significantly differ from the traditional documentation and summarizations. In general, tweet streams has to take into the considerations the temporal features of the arrival the tweets. Let us decide the properties of the tweet summarization system using the illustratives of systems. Consider the interest of the topic related to tweet streams. For example, tweet about the Apple. The tweet summarization produces the real time of the tweet streams that illustrate the problems. It is our project flow diagram. In our flow diagram, there are the 5 modules can be involved in our process. The first module is pre-processing, and the second is load Twitter data, and the third is using the Subler framework, and the fourth is data mining algorithms, and the fifth is mining data. In our process, first process is pre-processing. The pre-processing processes can be used for removing the unwanted and redundancy data and noises data, and all of the unwanted data can be removed in this process. The pre-processing is using the column the NP hard. The NP hard means it can be some of the condition can be fixed in our process. If the some of the condition in these conditions can be acquiring these null values and redundancy data and all of the other of data can be unwanted data can be involved in our process. The pre-processing process can be deleting this all of the unrelevant information in our data, so the memory space can be reduced in our process. So unwanted memory space can be reduced in our process, so the total time and the total memory space can be saved in our process. So next, load Twitter data. In this loading process, we can be taken the Twitter data types in the Twitter data set. The large number of Twitter data set can be using in our process. In our Twitter data set, they can be using so many of the attribute can be involving in this in our Twitter data set. For example, Twitter person name, ID, and Twitter comments like shares and tweet. All of the information can be attributes and information can be involved in our Twitter data set. So we can be taken the large amount of Twitter data set in our process. So next, using the Subler framework. In this Subler framework can be necessary for in our process, because all of the noise can be acquiring in our Twitter data set. So the unformal structure can be acquiring for the Twitter data set, so we can be converted into formal data structure in format. So we can be formally using this Subler framework process. In a Subler framework, the data set can be deleted, the unwanted removes the data, and other of the unwanted information can be removed in this process. So this process can be final output of this process can be for some of the formal structure in our Twitter streams. So next, data mining algorithms. In our process, we can be using the TCV algorithms, data clustering vector or Twitter clustering vector algorithm can be involved in the process. This clustering vector can be grouping this all of the different types of Twitter streams. For example, we can be loaded for the three different types of Twitter streams. This Twitter streams can be involved in this Subler framework process, and next it can be traveled from the data mining algorithms. This algorithm can be clustering the different types of algorithm into merge into the single groups. So this algorithm can be mining into one process. The mining is in process. It can be following the KDD, knowledge discovery database can be following the process. So the large amount of data in our database, all of the Twitter data set can be stored into our database. So the mining process can be fetched into the important of the Twitter data in our database. So at final last mining data. The mining data can be merging data. The large amount of database can be mining in the process. This mining data can be merging from in our large amount of database. It is a final output of mining data. The user can be viewing the topic relevant data information by getting this in our database and in topic relevant Twitter streams. Okay, it is our project homepage. It is our project. You click this, select this homepage, and click this process, and click this run file. Our project homepage can be open. This is our project online summarization and timeline generation for evolutionary tweet steps. Click this image. It is our project main menu. Okay, click this load data. Okay, it is our project load data process can be started. So click this load data button. We can be choosing our process. So select the Twitter importance CSV. The data can be loaded. See, look at our console. The process can be loaded. After the loader can be completions, the data can be viewed in our process. So this all of the Twitter data set can be comments, date, time, person ID, value, rates, all of the information can be displayed in this process. So click this button. So pre-processing. pre-processing can be success. So all of the underlined information and the underlined values can be removed in this process. So the pre-process can be success. So in this it can be mentioned the table format and Twitter ID, Twitter link, hyperlink and Twitter streams and types and the descriptions. All the comments can be viewed in this pre-processing process. So it is an NP pre-processing. It is, and some of the condition can be given in this process. If the condition above the level, if it can deleted, it can be removed. All of the unwanted informations can be removed in these conditions. So click this NP pre-processing. If you select this NP pre-processing, look your console. The NP pre-processing process can be running this process. So after the program can be run completion, it can be displayed in this table format. So NP pre-processing can be completed. So view data and the process can be viewing. After the NP pre-processing completed, the view data can be displayed all of the information in our table format. For Twitter ID, hyperlink, all of the information can be displayed in this process. So click this back button. It is a TCV clustering process. It is an important process of our process. We can be using the TCV, Twitter vector clustering process can be involved in that process. So click this. It can be classified find out the user names and the user IDs and all of the separate information can be classified in this process. So it is the process to classify the name. It can be separated name, conditions and information and comments can be separated for this process. So click this clustering process. If the clustering process can be completed, okay. If the clustering process can be completed successfully, it can be shows the types, comments, foot, page total, likes, all of the information can be displayed in this process. So click this next. It is our project online summarization. Click this online summarization. All of the different types of information can be merging into the same data for Twitter clusterings. So it is on process can be displayed in this field. The all learned of information can be merging into the same data set. So if the process can be completed, the page can be open the historical summarizations. So click this view button. This the attack data information can be displayed and how can be attacked. All of the information can be displayed in this process. IP address, time, date, port number, MAC address and malware address. All of the information can be displayed in this process. So next topic evolution infections. It can be classified. The 4 relevant information can be basic on topics, Twitter topics. So we can be selected the Twitter information to search this process. It is in Twitter information can be displayed in this field. And next hospital data. It is in hospital and information can be displayed in this field. So next management data. The management data can be displayed in this field. So it can be separated for the different classification of the different types of fields. So click this. This user view processing. The user can be after the SV Twitter clustering vector and subder framework can be completed. The user can be viewing this topic related information. Management data information can be view. Hospital data information can be view and Twitter information data can be viewed in this process. So click this process. It is our final output of graph structure. So it is our existing system level 20 and if it is our proposed system level 50. So in our proposed system can be cleaned the all unwanted removal data in our Twitter clustering vectors. Thank you.